Alright, today I had a video recorded, but I didn't know if my iPhone did any sound. I couldn't hear any sound coming from it, so I have to do a different video. I got part 2 of Byron's package today. There was like 2 envelopes, actually there were 3 envelopes. One of them has a Power Rangers card in it, and I had to open it, and I wanted to share that with you. And it was just here a minute ago. I'm not exactly sure. It is pouring rain outside, just buckets, and it's just gross out there. I just moved a couple things out of the way. I may have unfortunately set it underneath this box here. That's what I think is just what happened. And there was, oh, here we go. I've got it now. I just had to move some stuff out of the way. I think I have it now. So this is the Power Rangers card here. I used to have some of these, and I might still have. It's been so long. I got to meet one of the Rangers, I think, at the Comic-Con convention here. I think it was. I don't remember. Yeah, it was one of the secondary, triple, thirdary Rangers. I really don't remember what all that whole thing was. This is probably like a 100 card set. It was what this is Pudgy Pig, and in a top or penny sleeve there, and then more of the Lorcana stuff. Excuse me, it's cold and I'm cold, and there's a little note here. I wanted to read that off camera, but enjoy the Lorcana, and I will. And some of them I want to say that I'm gonna take a couple of my favorite ones and put them in penny sleeves and stick them on the board here. Let's see, we'll just quickly the light in here is just not great, but we'll just, you've seen many of these probably before here. And Gateway card there, I don't know anything about that one there. Your gateway into Lorcana TCG, so it's just probably the card that comes with and then there's Stitch there. And then there's, upside down ones here. So that'll get me started on my journey to these. Full Yokai. Oh, I always think of Yokai Watch or something, whatever. Or that Yokai, anyway. But the main gist of this video, and I will get those sorted out later and figure out what I've got there. Look those up and figure out what I need to do and put them in pages or something like that. I don't have, he was asking if I have a binder for the Power Rangers cards, and I don't. But I have a box here, and I mentioned this several times. This is one of those older style boxes that has all non-sports in it, but it is narrow. You can barely put penny sleeves in there, and I hate that. But I wanted to show you kind of the weird things that come out of here. This first card here is from Free Willy, I believe. I want to say this is Free Willy, and I bought a set of Free Willy cards from my friend, and I think this came with it. Why the corner is squashed, I don't know. There's a big whammo in the corner, but hopefully get some better light. Move the light this way here, and hopefully it's turning out really yellow. But anyway, there's a Free Willy card there, and it's a pop-out card there. There's some baseball and sports cards got mixed in here because I had some issues, but these are the Who Am I set from, like, I don't know, the 50s or 60s. I really don't remember when those came out there. There's Shakespeare, and I can't remember if they were like scratch-off ones and you had to figure out by see Who Am I. So I can't remember if you had to scratch them off to figure out who these celebrities were. That I don't know, but that was not the gist of the whole. I wanted to see if I could find some other, like, more relevant stuff in here. I showed the dog cards off yesterday, and I thought I had more of them. In fact, I'm looking up some dog cards right now. Here's a Bill Clinton card that came from, like, Sports Illustrated for Kids or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, there's Bill Clinton when he was a little kid there. And there's a Quantum of Solace card, and I can't remember exactly how I got that, but I think I probably bought that from M Hop on Pop or something, or not this card, but you know what I mean? Some of these non-sports vendors just give you like a base or 2 cards random to protect your cards or whatever. That's what happened. And I've got this Sigourney Weaver card, which I've got off of the website COMC a long time ago, and this is numbered to 99. It's 42 out of 99. So I think that's a neat card there. It's greatly undervalued card there, and I had to have that from Upper Deck there. You won't be able to see it, but it's a foil number to 99. Even with a good camera, it's really hard to see. It's right in there. And again, a bunch of sports got mixed in here. I had tons of Mr. Bean cards. I might have some extras floating around here. We'll see. And I could give that off to Byron if I can find my other ones here. And then some worthless some sports autographs that got mixed in there somehow. some of these cards were like mixed up from like card shows and things I tried to do and sell cards, and they're just not good. This here is and I was gonna binder it, but it's not a valuable set at all. The 4400. I got those, and I was able to build those from packs that were left over at the old LCS. And I want to say that I got either an autograph or a relic card. I cannot remember what it was, but it's been such a while. And they were like in the 3 for $1. And so I built a set of the 4400, I think, from that. And I thought that was really cool doing that. And just some random cards here from that set. A lot of people don't remember that set there, you know, that show, but technically I have all 100 cards. I'm sure there's some insert cards I don't have, and of course lots and lots of and I can't remember if I got one of the better ones, better autographs you can get from the set, the main guy. I think I can't remember if I did or not. Maybe that was a pull from eBay. And then let's see what I can find here. Here's an anime card technically. Here's an old Transformers card. I had more of those, but I think I sold them. You know, when you sell things at a swap meet, you just sometimes throw things in, or things get... I don't remember what happened. Stuff this might have gotten in my 25-cent box, and people are still like, oh, there's crud on it. And you would just give me that card. And I was like, geez, you know, these cards in poor condition are worth quite a bit. You know, and I'm already selling it for like 50 cents or $1, you know, and now you want it for free. That's why I don't do a lot of shows, you know. Excuse me. Let's try to find some better stuff here. Again, this used to be all in order. There was a Disney card here. Yeah, and I'm really kicking myself because I accidentally sold... so I don't remember what price I had on it, but there's a different Mr. Bean card here, the non-foil one. I had a Disney card that I accidentally sold. I can't remember if it was this set, but there was and it was a Walt Disney one recently, and my friends accidentally got it. It got mixed up, and somebody thought it was $1, and it's like a $40 card, and it got sold for $1. And there are virtually zero of those cards on eBay right now. It's probably going to be like an $80 to $100 card very shortly, if I'm doing my math correctly here. So I lost, you know, a $100 card, or future $100 card. Graded, it's probably worth $100 or more. But it's worth nothing because I now have it, essentially. Here's an Archie's card. I can't remember if somebody gave me that. I can't remember if Caleb gave me that. You know, you can see a lot of weird stuff in the background there because I don't like these foil cards. Here's a Morrissey card here. I can't remember if that's a UK version or the or the USA version. I'll watch my time because this camera likes to really... This is the guy I wanted to try to get his autograph. I cannot remember his name there, but I need to get that one sent off or signed. I thought I did. I cannot remember if I did, but I keep on running. You know, there's certain cards, you try to get them together and then things just don't match up right. And again, I didn't purchase this one on purpose, this Star Trek card here, but I think it was gifted to me. You know, again, they do that so you can start getting interested in other cards here. Speaking of the dog cards here, these are fun ones here, because this is, you know, a greenback cutthroat trout here, 100 years of something or other like that. And again, these are cards, you know, they would get at a state fair, or they were given to people, and they weren't really, you know, I forget who makes these. The Colorado Division of Wildlife there, greenback cutthroat trout. Again, one of these days, somebody's gonna, you know, say, oh, these are worth a lot of money because the kids had them, they threw them away, or they didn't take good care of them. And it's like, again, a lot of these dogs cards. Here's another one I missed. Okay, so this is Explosive Detection Unit K9 Aru. So there's one that I was missing. So I knew I had more of them. And then we've got Sliders cards in here, Journey to the Center of the Earth. That's where I pulled the relic from, the junk packs. I got a Brendan Fraser relic card. Probably worth like $30 now, but, you know, if it all was a perfect world, I would be able to sell it for $10, and I would be making a lot of money on it, but, you know, I would say a lot of money, $9 or something like that, but still, that's a really tough way to make a living at $9 a card. I'll show you a few other ones here. I should keep that dog card out. And again, because you can't really sort this very easily and put it in the holders you want, then this does not just gets an abandoned binder, and I'm just too cheap to get another box. You know, my LCSs don't really have a lot of boxes for sale. Yeah, so I have quite a few of those, you know, but see, what happens is they all bricked and stuck together, so each one of them has a tiny little bit of damage on it. Unfortunately, that's how they got stored. There's bodybuilder cards, Alk Gurley. I tried to write one of those guys, and believe it or not, the guy's name was just so German, you wouldn't think you would find another one. Nope, sorry, wrong person. I was like, that is so weird. I even have cards of troopers from Canada, whatever you call it, the Canadian Mounties, and it's a Canadian Mounties like police type set there. That's probably really hard to find. Again, these cards from the 90s, mid 2000s. I even have Itzhak Perlman's rookie card there. I don't know if this came from a game or what this, but some sort of trivia card there. So I think that's kind of fun. That was a ComC purchase, I think. Let me get to some more here. Oh yeah, this is Erin Cahill. Battle Battalions. I think Erin Cahill was a former Pink Ranger of some kind, and that's who I got to meet. And I got her business card there, or whatever it was. So that was really cool. She was really fun to talk to. That's who it was. So I got a picture of that, and that was awesome. Good Times wrapper there. It's all beat up and burnt up and stuff like that, and the packs were gross and everything, but the first half of the pack were all good, so I did really well on those. The only one of these I have is the Green Hornet. I got that at some sort of store back in the day. Again, you will not be able to see much of this stuff here because I don't have light source figured out yet. Another 007 card here that's got Jack Lord on it from Hawaii Five-0. So that's the reason why I got that one. Again, some of these, basic cards here, you just look them up, it's like, what the heck? Here's another one with Helen Hunt on it, Entrancers 2, on Full Moon cards. Again, I have not been able to get any more of those cards there. I've seen some, but they're not easy to find, and then sometimes people want some, and then you put it in your wish list, and then, or your watch list or whatever, and then you forget they're there, and then gone. And then I got some cards done by Floyd Man. He's just a local Garbage Pail Kids artist. He did this one of George Lucas, and he autographed it there. I can't remember if that was 2016 that he autographed that. Maybe it was. I don't know. It looks like he cuts them himself because the edges, or somebody cuts them because the edges are all kind of crimped over, like when you use like a paper cutter to do that. And we will end up with maybe this Bobby Kennedy card. We'll figure out which one to end on. We're almost 12 minutes, and it's going to take me 4 hours to upload this. I'm not even joking. This is numbered to 1776. And these used to be stupid cheap here, like in the dollar range, couple dollar range there. I don't know what they are now. They were very cheap on ComC, and so I figured, again, nobody would realize that these cards would just shoot up 10 or 15 or 1,000 fold in some cases. The cards you would never have thought of. There's a Johnny Bench 3D Superstars there. It's all cracked to ribbons there. Again, he shouldn't be in here, but it's just kind of a weird one. Let's just do a couple more cards here. Again, and I hate this because you can't put them back in here. You're trying to put them back in there, and they're all mumbo jumbo. You got to pull the cardboard away and hope you don't damage the cards. And a lot of these cards have been damaged in this box. I've got, sorry, these are all over the place. There's Super Trucks cards there, and there's different crazy amounts of series. They even show the backs of the drivers on the back there, but I've not been able to find any of the drivers. Again, there's just so many autograph opportunities for these super bizarre cards. There's the Free Willy cards there that I got. Again, it's like Free Willy 2 or 3 or something ridiculous. Survivor trading cards. I was hoping to get the autograph cards out of here. I got one autograph by Rudy, and he's passed away. I might have another one, I don't remember, but I'll have to look up Survivor and see if any of those people signed there. The cards are not that great because most people are like from far away or distance, or just like doing some little task or something like that, or there's a shark on the whatever, just stuff there. But those cards really just took off in value because those are Survivor rookie cards, if you didn't know. They're just game cards here. We've got a Baywatch card of Alexandra Paul. That's one of those phone cards there, but that was a duplicate. I could never get the Baywatch cards that I needed to finish off my set. The autographs, I still have none of them because they're all pack damaged. They all got... Oh, here's some anime stuff here. There's some Weiss Schwarz here. I want to say that I got a lot of these, and they're all the same ones here, so don't necessarily need to have two. We'll figure out what to do with those there, but that's from Weiss Schwarz. Game card there, so I have virtually, I could go on for days in this box here. I got Daisy, we got Rocky Balboa cards here. This is the defending champ here. This is that anniversary set there, and what people did was bought the anniversary sets and split them apart, so there's like 300 and some cards, and so they're asking $1 a card, so they're taking like a 90 or 100 card set and turning it into a $300 or $400 card set, and there's no way I will ever finish that set because I can't find an affordable complete set. How ridiculous is that? Because I thought I would build the Rocky sets and just tons and tons. There's a Marvel card there numbered to I don't know, 999 or 888. I have no idea. Again, you probably won't be able to see these because the light is so bad. Baseball cards got mixed in here. There's some of the WandaVision cards there, which I started building. Getting the rainbows and parallels of those, and I don't know what Cloven Rose is. I think these are the... Oh, these are the One Piece I picked up at the... I think these are ones I picked up at the show. I'm not sure, unless these were given to me, but I picked up some One Piece, and so I'm not sure exactly where I got those. So, and there's a greenback cutthroat trout again. I had several of those, Bill and Ted's. I have the complete set, and that needs to go with the set there for whatever reason. They're not in the... Oh, wow. Okay, so I bindered the set, and then I unbindered the set. That's what happened. Had it in the binder and took it out of the binder. It just wasn't worth keeping in that binder. So that'll be it for today. Maybe I can go through some more cards of this box another time there, but hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for watching.